We are here with Bridgford. We actually have a Bridgford from Bridgford, and we are from the show floor. So, Mike, you are a Bridgford.
Yes. Yes,
and
I
you
am.
work for Bridgeford.
I do.
So
Yeah.
must be a family
How
company.
does that happen?
Well, 88 years ago, my great-grandpa started this company down in San Diego and moved up to Anaheim in the 1940s. And to make a long story short, we now have 6 plants across the country, including 4 bread plants in California, Texas, and North Carolina. And yeah, we have now 9 members of the 4th generation of Bridgford working in the business. We have 13 family members overall working in the company right now.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Now, Chad, are you a Bridgeford?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I'm a regional manager. I work in the Southeast United States.
I knew the answer to the question before I asked you. So, I'm sorry, what was your title again? I was too busy
I'm a regional
laughing.
manager in the Southeast United States.
Awesome. So, Florida and down in that area, what are some of the states that you cover?
Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana.
So if they're from one of
primarily.
those states, you're their guy.
Correct.
Awesome. Have you ever seen a Fuller table?
I have not.
Yes.
This is like bread deliciousness. Give me all the gluten. Tell me everything.
Well, that's what we're going for. We tried to use as much space as possible to show you, just to show you kind of the different things you could do with our products. We've got a wide range of products in the bakery section. We've got roll dough. We've got fully baked biscuits. We have cinnamon rolls, cheesy garlic breadsticks. You can see some of these items over here. We try to show it in the dough state and then also the finished product state. We've got a new line of individually wrapped biscuits and rolls that we've just come out with in response to what's going on in our nation right now. And that's going to be real good for grab and go, and also once we get back into the classroom for breakfast in the classroom. So these products are already wrapped and ready to just heat and serve.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. You just threw so much
I
at
did.
me. Let's
Sorry.
start. I got it. Let's go back to this biscuit. Now, I don't bake. He knows
yeah,
I don't
know.
bake.
Right,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm a chef. I cook.
It's the one thing he can't do is bake.
That's so sweet. Was that a compliment?
Kind of.
Thank you so much. So I don't want to do anything. This is the product I'm going for.
Yeah, pretty much. Chad, you want to talk about our
Bulletproof,
biscuits?
yes.
Yes.
So we bake it fully and freeze it at our plants. So it comes to the operator. It's on that cardboard tray. That tray can go directly into an oven on a sheet pan or not. You just retherming the product for
Even you could
6,
do
7,
that.
8 minutes.
Even I could do that.
My high school daughter does it. My 8-year-old daughter does it as well. So it's
Very good.
it's from an operator standpoint, it's bulletproof.
So what you're saying is our kids can wake up and feed themselves breakfast.
Absolutely,
That
yeah.
sounds
Sleep in.
fantastic.
My daughter can use a toaster, so
Absolutely,
it's
yes.
like score.
That's what we do.
That's one of the things I like to talk about if I'm working a show, if I'm interacting with someone. It sounds like corny salesman speak, but really I tell them, if I can do this stuff, you can do it. Trust me, because I am a little challenged in the kitchen as well. And we've managed to, between the two of us and with our buddy Joe back there, we've managed to put all this together just yesterday.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, now there are some things that we do have to slack out, that maybe we have to proof and bake. But, so is that am I slacking and proofing this heat and serve honey, is that the honey wheat roll?
This would be a honey wheat roll right here. We've also got some dough over here, some cinnamon rolls, the cheesy garlic breadsticks, and also a white whole wheat roll. And those, yes, they come as a dough. You have to slack them out, thaw them, proof them, and bake them. But we have there's 3 main advantages to using a dough versus something fully baked. There are, as you just mentioned, there are reasons to use fully baked. There's also a lot of reasons to use a dough. The first being the cost. When you use a dough compared to something fully baked, you're almost always going to save a lot of money. It's going to be a lot less expensive than something that's fully baked. And also, you just can't beat fresh baked. You can't beat fresh baked bread right out of the oven.
It smells so good.
Yeah, the smell, the taste, the flavor, all of those things, you can't beat it.
Right.
And then the third is the versatility. I want to talk for just a sec about these cheesy garlic breadsticks.
Which I'm a big fan of.
It's an amazing school item.
They're delicious.
They really are. We've got breadsticks right here. This is a 1-grain cheesy garlic breadstick. We also took 2 of them, put them together, rolled them up, dropped them into a muffin tin here, and you've got a really cool little muffin swirl that it's really exciting. It's just a different kind of an item. We also took a 1-grain, stretched it out, and wrapped it around a hot dog, and you've got a pig in a blanket. basically.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my
Kids,
gosh, I bet
kids eat
that's-
with these, we find. So
Yeah.
anything you can do to make the attractive and something that's eye-catching,
Mm-hmm.
especially the lower grade level children, they love it.
I agree. And it's really not that hard. Like, let's talk about the actual process. So slacking it out for folks who don't know, you're actually going to take it and put it in the fridge overnight, right?
There's a multitude of ways to do it. Do you
Yep.
mind if I
Well, that's
discuss
how I
it?
do it. But go ahead.
So thawing's pretty important, but you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, let it thaw or relax a little bit, and you'll feel the dough become a little more permeable, and you can manipulate it. I always tell people, did your grandmother make bread and put the rag over the bowl and let it rise? Yes. Okay, so that's all you're doing. So you let it double, triple in size. Once it does, you kind of know where it's at. Bake it 6, 8, 10 minutes, depending on your oven, and you've got as close to scratch bread as you can possibly get.
I kind of cheat and put it in my warmer a little bit
Yeah,
to get
absolutely.
that proof to
Help
come
proof
up.
it, absolutely.
Yeah, and sometimes things are a little kind of inconsistent between some of my kitchens, but the best way to understand that is to read the box. All the instructions are on there, which is
In
great.
English and in Spanish on all of our
Yeah.
cases.
Yeah,
right.
and I love that because it's not an extra sheet of paper. Anyone who's pulling that box out of the freezer knows exactly how to make it, so it looks like that every single time.
Sure.
Awesome. So tell us about this pizza. Are you guys doing pizza dough as well?
It's actually an all-purpose sheet dough, so that can be used for a lot of different things. We put together a little pizza today because that's, who doesn't like pizza,
No.
right?
I love
I
pizza.
think we had pizza twice on Sunday, didn't we?
did,
Yeah,
we
I
did.
did.
There you go.
So it can be made into a pizza. We've got what is it? A peanut butter and apple. That's one that one of our
You can make a
coworkers
focaccia
likes
for
to
the
put
higher
together.
level kids, the high school kids.
Absolutely.
Oh, neat.
You
Yeah.
can let it proof a little bit, punch it down, add oils and tomatoes, things of that nature.
Yeah.
You can roll it, make
Make a
cinnamon rolls
a
custom from
That's
calzone.
actually that's a
Make a
really good
calzone
idea.
out of it.
Focaccia. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You started
Right.
my brain turning with that focaccia
Right.
idea. What a great idea.
A lot of versatility, again, to Mike's point. You've got one box and there's, we can give you 15 things to do with it. So
Which is always important. when
Valuable
we're bringing
freezer
in
space
SKU.
is well
Yep.
used. Right.
Exactly. Inventory. Freezers are small nowadays.
Yeah, they are small.
I know. I can barely fit in one of my freezer with like an out X
You're not
jumping
alone.
jack. No, it's true. So whenever we're bringing in something, we want to have that versatility. So
Right.
It's funny that you mentioned that. It's another real nice benefit of our roll dough. So if you're working with a dough, a case this size right here fits 240 rolls in it. If you were dealing with something that's fully baked, you might be able to get 60 or 75 rolls in a box this size. So
Right.
it's another, it's just you're able to get a lot more in your freezer at one time. You do that.
And what says love better than fresh baked bread?
Nothing.
I know.
Nothing.
It's amazing.
Yep.
So you have a couple of individually wrapped, these are biscuits, correct?
We've got both biscuits and rolls that
Okay.
we've come out with basically in the last couple months. We're just now making them available. We're going to start sampling school districts very soon with them, and
So
we've
this
got
is like new? are
brand
you
new.
saying?
Yeah, brand new. We've had
We
the
love new things.
yeah we have had the 2-grain biscuits. We invested in a new packaging line that's going to allow us to be a lot more efficient, make a lot more of them at one time. We've got a honey wheat. We've got a buttermilk, which not necessarily for the schools. I mean, there are some exceptions there, but
Butter
and
means delicious.
yes, yes, can't beat that. Then we've got a maple flavored and a blueberry flavored in the 2-grain biscuits. We've also got a 2-grain roll, honey wheat roll that we've come out with that we're very excited about, and kicking around some other ideas. But we're trying to meet the challenges that we're all dealing with here in 2020 and with COVID and everything. We know that grab and go and individually wrapped is huge right now, so that's why we've really invested in that line at this time.
And these also can be ovened or microwaved in the film that they're in. So nobody has to touch the product until they actually go to consume it. So it's a nice extra feature as well.
Absolutely.
For safety reasons.
IW is the way to go.
It is, certainly.
Yep.
Wonderful. I don't think we've talked too much about these cinnamon rolls. And do you see all that icing?
I've been eyeing it.
So
Yes.
how does that product come? Do you have different SKUs for different folks?
Yep, we've got just a white whole wheat and a honey wheat. I think we have both. Yep, and a cinnamon roll. It comes in a box just this size right here, and it comes. Let me get my hands all dirty here, but it comes just like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Same
size right
product
here.
there.
turns into that right there. It blows up quite a bit once you start proofing it. Same product. It's excellent.
Have you ever unrolled them and then twisted them to make twisty sticks?
No, but you just gave me a great idea.
They do it in
That's
Louisiana to
awesome.
make king cakes, so it's a big trend down in Louisiana.
I didn't
down
even
the bayou.
know.
That's
I
awesome.
apparently created it for them as
Yeah,
well.
That's
yes.
awesome.
It's a big one.
You can also twist our breadsticks too. The cheesy garlic bread, you could twist those and make like a little, like a garlic twist. So but that's a great idea for the cinnamon rolls. Thank you.
My check's in the mail.
Yeah, that's right.
Mr. Bridgford.
That's right.
Amazing. This has been very, I'm trying to think of a bread pun and it's just not
give up.
working. Wheat, I want to eat my Wheaties.
Hold off on the crummy jokes, okay?
Oh, you brought it. This has
Tell too
been
many
so
though, they get a little
good.
stale. So, yeah. So when the USDA came out with kind of the new regulations 7-8 years ago, they put some restrictions in place as to what we could serve for school feedings.
Yeah, I
we
was
didn't
there.
want to. Yeah.
We all remember.
We didn't want to just.
My hand's still shaking.
Yes, mine too.
We didn't want to just meet the specs, right, and meet the regulations, say, okay, this is what you've got. We wanted something that was going to go in the kids' bellies. We didn't want something that was going to end up in the trash can. So we've really made an effort, and you really see that with these white whole wheat rolls that we've developed. I mean, they are restaurant quality. They really are. It's an outstanding product. These cheesy garlic breadsticks, I got a funny story about that. So those muffin swirls right there, about 4 years ago, I served this product, not our regular food service product, our school product. I served this for Thanksgiving to my family. Just like that, rolled them up. I mean, it's that good to where we felt like we could eat that for our Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
So we wanted to come out with a line of products that not only met the regulations and all that, but that actually tasted good and the kids wanted to eat and that they got excited about eating.
Well,
So.
my kids definitely get excited about eating these because garlic. I love garlic.
Yes.
Just the smell of the bread with the garlic, so delicious, so nutritious.
And children's palates are much more sophisticated than they were even 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago because mom and dad are eating differently. So another thing I'd like to mention real quickly is our school food service website. It's bridgford.com/school. So the important part of that for our school food service directors nationally is they can get their product formulation statements, spec sheets,
Good.
without having to call a broker, without having to call a regional manager. We're happy to do that, but it's at their fingertips. So very powerful. We spend a lot of time and money getting that website very functional.
Got
And
some recipes
we
on there
appreciate
too.
that.
Yeah, got
Videos,
some recipes there.
recipes.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, you're going to add my twisty reds.
Yeah, so you know it.
There you go.
Amazing. Well, Mr. Bridgford, Mr. Not Bridgford, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
This
you.
has been Bridgford Bread from the show floor.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you.